My name is Justine, and this is how God transformed my life. So ever since I was young, I remember God playing a big role in my life. I grew up in a church. I remember going every Sunday and being in the front row on Sundays, singing worship music and all the fun that came with that. I remember how much it made me feel safe and how good I felt being able to have someone to call on and to rely on. And then I became a teenager. And in my teenage years, life is distracting. The world is a fun place. After high school, I had thought about going back to church and had kind of dibbled and dabbled in it. And I had then gotten married, and at that point, he wasn't somebody who was at church regularly, so I kind of fell into wanting to spend time in that kind of life. And so then COVID hit, and I know COVID was hard for everybody, but COVID was hard for me, especially with having a baby 1 month before the whole world seemed to shut down. I found myself in a scary place like everybody else found themselves in, and didn't really know where to turn. And at that point, a lot of churches had kind of come to the times with COVID and gone online. And that really opened up for me, especially because right after COVID starting and having a baby, I found myself in the darkest season of my life. I found myself alone in a pandemic, divorced with 2 little girls, and I don't think I've ever felt more alone. I mean, it's already alone when you don't have that person there anymore, but you're alone when you don't have anybody at all. Found myself in those moments relying back on what I knew in my roots, and that was praying and asking God to kind of open my eyes to what this plan was for me and what he was planning through this. I started watching online at 3 Crosses, and I really liked the way Danny preached, and told myself that, eventually once church opens back up, I want to be able to go here. When they finally opened back up, so I came on Sundays by myself, and I was a little sad about the fact that I wasn't going to be able to bring my daughters to be able to be a part of this kind of life and transformation with me, because I don't have them on the weekends. But then, just as always it seems in my life, God answers prayers, and I prayed on how I could get the girls more involved in church, and then community nights opened up, and it was something that literally, it was an answered prayer for me. We started coming on Wednesday nights. Not only did they make lots of friends and they had fun at their classes, I mean, my daughter came home singing worship music, which reminded me of me as a child, being able to have that worship music that brought God into my life. I'm super grateful that I was able to kind of find my way back to God, and knew that he had never left my side, but be able to wholeheartedly jump back in and be able to be here again today, heavy in my faith, with my daughters next to me, seeing me be baptized, seeing my transformation, but also seeing their transformations and being able to have this. 3 Crosses has been a blessing for me in my life, and I'm so thankful that I was able to become a part of this, but also be baptized here and with the people that I really care about and the people that I've gotten to know.